last team, Integral Ad Science, AdVenturers.
Good morning. So I represent the team from Integral Ad Science, and I will talk about, obviously, how Twitter trends can help you in your business. So have you ever felt that you were late to something? I took this picture yesterday morning in our hotel in Madrid, and it turned out that there was Madrid's president in the hotel. I didn't know. So what if we had a crystal ball that would predict what would happen in the future? The innovation lead of Unilever thinks that that knowing future trends would help their business. And I wonder, what would you do if you knew what's up on Twitter? So let's take a look. If we knew future Twitter trends, suppose we have the crystal ball and we know everything. Sorry. The first, there are basically two areas where it could be useful: product and marketing. In product, there is product innovation, where you look at customer problems and maybe you can design a solution to those customer problems. Product positioning. If you know the attitudes towards your product or competitor's product, you can position your product better. Product launch timing. Maybe you have two products to launch and you need to decide which one to go first or how to time it. And you can time it with the trends that you anticipate. And finally, competitor analysis. You can anticipate how competition will fare in the trends by predicting what happens to hashtags that relate to your competitor products. Marketing. The first application is budget allocation. Maybe you're over-invested in an area that performs really well already, and people talk about it, and you don't need to invest more. However, maybe you do need to invest more, and you can find out that through experimentation and adjustment. For social marketing, I don't need to make a case, it was already made, but your community managers can also spend more time on things that no computer can predict, so a tool is only a tool. And for content creation and search engine optimization, you can tailor your content to relevant terms that you may not know yet. So for all of these applications, you could use the current trends, but it's better to be there in time to react. So here's an example for content creation and SEO. So sometimes terms are not, or sometimes terms are not products, right? So you may want to create content that explains to the consumer how your products can be used in connection with their problems, with their interests. So Twist Out is not a product, and we did a search, and it turned out that there was no mention of Twist Out on TRSM website. So this is an opportunity to create content that addresses this. For example, it's up to the business to decide if it's worth doing that. So we designed a product that would help the users in the business setting to use our findings. So you already know that we had 24 hours to predict the Twitter trends and develop a methodology that's general. We had 4 data scientists, 4 laptops, 1 medium-sized computer in the cloud, and 0 knowledge of hair products. The hackathon task, as you know, so we had Twitter data. We needed to apply data science to predict Q1 of 2016 hashtag occurrences, and then they were, in fact, compared to the actual occurrences, and then the decision was made who did best. The Application architecture here, the most important thing, it's very techy, I apologize for that. The most important thing here is that the bottom box is what we had to do for the hackathon, and the top is what made it useful. And that is the semantic analysis that finds not only the top or most trending features, but also something that's relevant to the end user. We ended up first with 0.86 correlation. So what does that mean? So correlation goes from 0 to 1, and basically you want to be as close to 1 as possible. And the other team that was just presenting in the second tier was 81.81. So let's plug in our system into the interface. On the top left, you can enter the topic, hair. Under that, there is a focus area, media, and spend allocation, which can change the options that, for the data that comes back. For example, for search engine optimization, you might want to have categorized few terms. For search engine marketing, you want a lot of terms. The horizon is your horizon, the horizon, how quickly can you react, and then you get data back. You get a word cloud. You can narrow onto 1 month. You can click on one term, twist out, and get a forecast of what is going to happen. And then you get numbers for the next week, next month, and next quarter, so you can plan. It applies to other product lines, so we plugged in wedding and got back something relevant to weddings. So to summarize, it's good to know the future for the business. In 24 hours, we created a recipe and a tool to predict trends that are also relevant, and the tool is very accurate, so it can actually be deployed. It's also scalable, so we didn't use any big computing. It works across multiple time horizons, across platforms. It's not limited to Twitter. The same methodology could be applied to other textual data. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergei. Any questions from the jury? No questions from the jury? Okay, thank you.